What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of 8-Bit Life. I'm Caesar.
I'm Chris.
And today we are doing our first WoW talk. We're going to be talking about Warlords of Draenor, about that WoD.
Basically, we're going to do a Let's Discuss Warlords of Draenor. It's basically going to be us going over everything that has happened from release now to week 3, which we are currently on.
Starting off,
Them Q times. Them Q times. When Warlords of Draenor was released, oh my god. Those Q times were absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I've made dinner, gone to work, I've had her check up on it while I was at work, and I've been on 9,000 Q, 4,000 Q.
It's terrible. Like, when it first got released, like, we would have to try to log in at like 9 a.m. just to play at 10, 11 p.m.
When you can catch up on an entire anime series of 12 episodes while waiting on queue time, you know that's some issues.
Yeah, that is pretty bad. It's just terrible. Like, I mean, I know that they anticipated for a increase of subscribers, but I mean, it's an expansion.
It should be something. It's not like this is their first expansion. It's not like this is their second expansion. It's their fourth one. Yeah. Their fourth expansion is something that they should have expected this to happen since the beginning.
They should have expected it since day one. They've been through this
and from what they showed,
a billion times.
From what they showed in their things that they were talking a lot of is that so many people boosted to 90 that joined.
But that's really no excuse, because, I mean, this isn't their first corral, this isn't their first rodeo.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that they shrunk server sizes to help the lag, but all that did was help create problems for the whole WoW community. People couldn't play. People took off work to play the game, they couldn't even play it. I mean, I don't mean to sound like... Oh, well, I have played WoW since vanilla, so I know. But I don't want to sound like, you know, one of those type of people, but I've played since vanilla. I've been through all the expansions.
If WoW's called back in the day vanilla, what's this considered? Chocolate Rainbow?
Chocolate Rainbow.
Sprinkles?
We'll call Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean. Okay.
And then Kit Kat.
And then Kit Kat.
And then
no,
Kit
that's Samsung.
And that was you can get it later. But anyway,
See, but the thing is, too, it's like, this is everybody's separate opinion. None of us work for Blizzard. You know, we don't know what they were going through. So I can kind of see it in their point of view. Is it excusable? No. But
like I was saying before, this isn't their first expansion.
Yeah.
Granted, there were queue times for every expansion.
Yeah.
At least the servers that I'm on, have been queues for every expansion. But it shouldn't have to be a 10-hour queue time. You shouldn't have to wait in queues for 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Blizzard should have anticipated, oh, we have a new expansion for WoW coming out. What does that mean? More subscribers. What does that mean? More people logging on to play.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's like
it's
1
true.
plus 1 equals 5. Was that like their mindset? I mean, I understand that they tried. They handled the situation after the fact really, really well.
Everybody got free 5 days?
They got a free 5 days of WoW time credited to their account.
Use 5 days for free.
Free is, for me, free is amazing. Everybody likes free game time.
Yeah, it was great that they did that for everybody. You know, it just goes to show you that they listen to their community.
They did. They listened to their community, and I think that the customer service people handled it really, really well, and just Blizzard in general handled it well, because, I mean, they were on it, like, constantly, like, they did maintenances, and they tried to, everything within their power to make it work after the fact, and not only the queue times, but they got DDoSed as well.
Yeah, that happened to them, too. That probably added to the whole frustration of them, like, you know, those servers crashing because of so many people. But it's it's something that happened. It's under the bridge. We're on week 3, and so far, it's been great. Let's get into week 2, where
the queue times that got fixed. They were
no longer
fixed.
there.
It was no longer a thing. Thank goodness. After week 2,
people were actually playing. Getting time to play, being able to enjoy the game. Starting up their garrisons, which I gotta say, I thought I was gonna hate them, but man, do I love garrisons.
Can I say something about garrisons? And Blizzard, or maybe you guys agree with me. I play both factions, okay? And I mainly right now am working on Horde character because everyone from my friends list seems to want to play Horde right now. So I wanted to get the whole experience with Warlords of Draenor and work on my Horde tune first. Okay? Now, I just got my garrison to level 3 not too long ago, and the higher it gets, the more spikes there are. The more red and the more spikes, and I feel like I work in the sharp, pointy objects factory. Like, I go in and I'm like, man, this tent was painted with the blood of my enemies, and then these spikes are what killed my enemies to cause the tent to be red. It's just too much spikes.
It's spiky,
I can't deal with the spikes. Like, I started to work on my Alliance Shaman yesterday, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so nice here.
It's only so far you can. It gets to a point.
Spikes.
It gets to a point where you can only go so far from going snow, lava and spikes.
Yep.
It just
sharp, pointy objects. The game.
But then you go to Shadow Moon Valley, and
it's so pretty and everything's nice and
so beautiful.
It's so nice
so
there.
Beautiful. It's just it takes you by surprise that turns into the Shadow Moon Valley and Burning Crusade. That's just like,
it's
wow.
Crazy. It's like, so beautiful there.
Like before you knew what the Burning Legion could do, but after seeing what it used to be like before and what it is now, man, that's like what the hell? Like, it's a whole change of things.
It is. It's amazing.
And I gotta say, man, like and I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for her as well, I developed such a great respect for orcs.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. I agree.
That whole quest line with the Frostwolf clan and everything, that made me like orcs so much more. And I've never made orcs before for the sole reason that I just thought that they were just like,
let's kill all the things!
And I was never really on top of the whole orc bandwagon, but now, man,
it's like, wow.
They actually have feelings. They actually are alive, and they feel more than just like, hey, let's just bash this dude's head.
I feel like they should do a PSA for orcs, and it's just them sitting there like, we have feels too, guys. We has feels.
See, it's just it feels so much better seeing a race that's mostly known for rape, pillage, and destruction. That they actually have a culture, that they have some sort of structure within them that you understand, and just seeing what that becomes now is such a good thing. Because before we got just, hints of their stories from books and stuff like that, actually being able to live through that, it's amazing. It's fantastic. And I really developed such a great respect for orcs that I really wish that they would let us make brown orcs.
Yes.
Damn it. I don't want to have to make 2 5 Death Knights just to make a brown orc.
It's just a color. You can't just throw that in there like in a patch.
I understand why green. I understand.
No, but
why.
The thing is that there's children orcs walking around with brown skin.
Yeah.
So why can't they throw it in the game?
God.
I understand why there's green and I understand it all, but there's brown children orcs walking around Okamar. So just give me my brown orc and I'll be happy for a little while. But then I'll find something else to call
onto my favorite thing, Draenei.
Yes.
Oh my god, Yarrow. Whoever wrote the story for Yarrow literally needs to get a fucking award. Because Yarrow literally has moved up to one of my top 5 favorite females in video games of all time. Such a great character. Her story development and everything. Just watching her go from just, this soldier, this paladin that you find being captured by the Shadow Moon clan to
this
just like freaking spoilers, by the way. They'll end up becoming the leader of the Draenei. Like, what?
It's amazing.
And at level 100, you get to do a quest where you actually help her go through the ritual of becoming an Exarch. So that's pretty great. But Alliance so far has so much feels. I feel like Alliance got a nicer treatment this expansion than what they previously got. Because before it's just that.
I feel like Alliance never really got any love. You know, like with the bikes and everything. I mean, granted, both bikes are awesome, but like. I have
yet to see somebody with a bike.
With the Alliance bike, right?
To see somebody with a bike.
I have not seen anybody with the Alliance bike.
It's a good bike, but I don't think it's worth the $100K.
Bought that Alliance bike, can you, like, take a picture of it and put it in the comments below? Because I haven't seen anybody in game with it.
Nope.
Another thing I wanted to mention is even after they fixed the queues in week 1, they still had issues in week 2. Like, when I would log into my Garrison, or even Hearth in there, I would be there, and there'd be this plaid box. And I'd be sitting there with a box.
Green and yellow.
No, my box was blue and pink.
Mine was green and yellow.
And I'm going to call it the missing dance studio of WoW. That's where the dance studio is, in the Garrison. If your Garrison glitches and you see that checkered box, that's the dance studio that they've been talking about. That's it.
Wrath of the Lich King.
That's the dance studio.
The one gripe I had with Garrisons, the one thing that I wish they would have added, was the whole thing that they were starting off the beginning. If you wanted to build your Garrison to look more like Draenei technology, that was going to be it. If you wanted to make it look really more human, was going to be it. One more thing like that.
It's in with the dance studio.
Yeah, probably.
It's in with the dance studio.
But the one thing, horde-wise, that kind of annoyed me, that made me sad, is that the race that we play doesn't have a new model.
Yeah, we both
That's
have
Blood Elves, and I know it's going to be on the next patch, but still, this makes me sad. One thing though, they gave the females
a donk.
They got a donk.
They got a donk.
Twerk team has been built with Blood Elves right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm waiting to see the machinimas with Twerk team Blood Elves now, because they got a booty on them.
When I first showed him the image, and I'm like, Caesar, I need you to look at this, because the first thing that came to my mind was dad ass, and he looked at me and he was like, dad ass, and I'm like, yep, Blood Elf.
So week 3 started, and
Highmaul,
yeah, that's the big thing for this one. Highmaul opened up, how many bosses is it?
I don't know off the top of my head how many bosses there are.
I don't know if it's as big as Orgrimmar.
Orgrimmar was terrible. But I just, know that it will be normal and heroic.
That's if you're in a guild. If you're doing together with 25 people. If you're doing LFR, only the first wing opened up today?
No, none of LFR opened today. That's on next week. Mythic and the first wing of LFR will open up next week.
Yeah. Only thing also for you that don't know out there, this does not have the first tier set. Tier 17 does not come out with this one.
Tier 17 is not a thing for Highmaul. I don't know why.
It's the replica gear that looks like it,
but it's not.
But it's not the tier set. The tier set for it. It's going to be. I think that's going to start off with Blackrock Foundry.
That's what I think. That's
what I think too. But this is going to start that, and for all of you that are doing the legendary quest, this starts off the second wave of your legendary quest.
If you finished all your quests beforehand, then I believe 2 quests are going to pop up in your quest log to upgrade your ring up to, I believe, 690, which is fantastic.
Yeah, get your...
You can't use a 690 ring. I mean,
right?
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, also, to do Highmaul, I believe your item level has to be at least 630.
To the Proving Grounds, too.
Yes. And them Proving Grounds.
Getting into Highmaul again after, now
do you have to do Proving Grounds to do Highmaul? I thought it was just for heroics.
Well, still, you have to figure out that that's Dungeon Heroics is before a raid, so I'm pretty sure you still have to do it.
Maybe if you guys know, post in the comments.
Gotta know your rotations.
That's right.
But getting into Highmaul and bosses and stuff like that, first boss is Korgath, and I don't know how I feel about him being the first person you fight.
Would you prefer him to be like the last, like as a boss? I mean,
well, you figure he's one of the 7. He's one of the warlords.
But you kind of figure he's gonna die.
I know he's gonna die, but for especially one out of the 4 that they did the warlords video lore on, for him to be the first one, you go do the whole quest in Spires of Iraq, and you fight as the king of the Arakoa, and like he takes him down. But it's just, I don't know, maybe in the fight's gonna be a crazy fight. We haven't done it yet.
Or maybe he'll somehow die, and then Gul'dan will do something crazy with him, and then that's.
But see, so far right now, this is what from what I've known, from what we've researched. I know Ner'zhul is supposed to die at the end of the yeah.
I need to get you glasses with spoilers.
I know Ner'zhul is supposed to die in the dungeon, and supposedly. He dies in that dungeon. Gul'dan, I'm expecting him to die by the end of the legendary quest.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die. I think he's...
Because there's a statue with Khadgar, that's him, Khadgar and Gul'dan.
You don't think
fighting.
it's going to be more end towards the expansion type thing? Because
Gul'dan's kind of like my theory for this is my theory for this, and this is something that we're going to do on our next WoW talk, that our speculations of what
the next expansion
is going to be, and how we think this one's going to end. But my thing is, I think Gul'dan's going to have to do something with, because there was leaked images before of Grom green, corrupted by Fellblood. So I'm guessing Gul'dan's going to get him to drink the Fellblood.
And you think he's going to be like end boss type?
And then die. No, because I don't think Gul'dan's going to be an end boss. I
meant Grom.
Grom is, the theory said that he's the end boss.
Oh, he's the last boss?
Yeah. But I know that's going to happen. Gul'dan's going to die. I know Gul'dan's going to die by the end of the legendary quest.
You really think so?
That's going to be the thing, because that statue that they kind of gave it away already.
True, I guess you're right. Yeah.
But there's that, and everybody else I'm expecting them to be like in dungeons or the other raids. I know they're Draenor's supposed to be only 3 raids, supposedly.
It's really short. Yeah. Like, it's really tiny compared to, like, Myths.
Their thing was, it's just that this is supposed to be, this was supposed to leak into the next expansion, hence why it's 3 raids.
But my thing is that they didn't even mention anything at BlizzCon about another expansion, and you think if it's only going to be, like, say, a short expansion, it's only going to be, like, a year... Why wouldn't they at least say, like, hey, guys, that's... I know.
See, the thing is, though, BlizzCon,
hype,
that's a whole different story. BlizzCon, they were mostly concentrating on Overwatch, Heroes of the Storms, older things. They recently started doing, like, other events for WoW separates. I wouldn't be surprised if they did how they made the announcement for the release date. I wouldn't be surprised if Blizzard did something like that and slowly announced something about what the next expansion
But if it's going to be so short, there's only 3 raids, there's...
We'll get into that next week.
I don't know, it just...
We'll get into that next week. Yeah.
I think they should have said
Another thing, too, is that 2 world bosses also appeared in this one.
Yes, they did.
Drav the Ruiner and...
Tarlna. The Ageless.
Tar
also
opened
Tar
up.
the Ageless.
And I believe that both of them are in Gorgon.
Both of them are in Gorgon.
Yeah. They have 2 cool stories behind them, too. Why one's the way that he is, and the other one's the way he is. We're going to have links below talking about that.
Everything that we're talking about. Well, most of the things that we're talking about. Like, if you want to find any information about Week 3, we'll
have it down there.
But, the world bosses that we mentioned, they alternate weekly. So, one's up this week, the other one will be up next week.
So it'll be a cool thing instead of seeing both of them at the same time.
Like in Mists of Pandaria, you could like fly in any direction. The Shaw Freers over here, like, hey guys, you gonna kill me? To get your loot yet?
Another cool thing they brought also is that way you can get your double rolls and all that other stuff on. They brought something like Warforged Seal. They're called Seals of Tempered Fate.
3 per week as a weekly cap. It's kind of just like Warforged
Seals work.
And it gives you a bonus roll on the world bosses and for the raids, LFR.
Bonus rolls meaning gold.
Yeah, gold and your occasional, if you're lucky,
gold.
Something that you already have.
Gold.
Equipped that is an epic. That is better.
Gold.
Are we done? We good? We good? You done? Okay. Occasionally, you'll get equipment to drop, but it'll be something you already have, and that something that you already have equipped is better than what gets from
that's supposed to be the premise of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far, I personally think Worlds of Draenor has been the best expansion, one of the greatest expansions so far, besides Burning Crusade.
Burning Crusade was amazing.
Good, Wrath of the Lich King was good, Cataclysm.
We won't talk about Cataclysm.
Mist of Pandaria was just long.
I think that's the reason why I was like, oh my god, Pandaria.
But Draenor has been good so far.
It has been really good.
I haven't enjoyed myself so much questing in a long time.
I'm right. I have done.
And we both have on our Horde side have all the quests done. I'm at Nagran right now working on all of them. Speaking of that, if any of you know, because I haven't figured it out yet, how are you supposed to get exalted with the certain factions? Because there's no dungeon cloaks to raise your rep.
And there's no dailies like in Pandaria
to do that with them. And then there's also none of those like items in Pandaria that you got to.
I think they do have those items.
I haven't found them.
If you go to Ashran and you go to the dealers, I think they have them there.
If you guys know, let us know in the comments below.
Like, the little trinkety things that you use if you get...
Once you got revered.
Revered or exalted, like, say, with the anglers, and then you'd buy this little thing. thing and click it.
Sigil of the anglers and it gives you a boost.
It'll give you a boost. Do they have those in Warlords of Draenor and we're just not seeing them? If you know where they are, post them below.
We would love to know.
I would. And if anyone has managed to get their reps to exultate with any of these factions in Warlords of Draenor, let us know. Because we're trying.
Been dying to find out.
We're trying. We can't find them.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been happening in week 3 so far. I know they've been doing rolling restarts. They've been some servers have been down because they're just doing patches.
Certain servers are still acting weird.
I know. Oh, Europe. I know. In Europe also. Last time I checked was 8 hours, but it could be different now. I know they're not up yet. They're for this week. Heimwall's not up yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, we're going to be touching base next week also, see what's up with Warlord of Draenor. Yeah. Again, we're going to be doing speculations of how we think this is going to end and what the next one might be. And, you know, we're going to be doing WoW Talks a lot, you know? We're going to be doing this a lot. You know, we've both been playing WoW for such a long time.
Since vanilla.
Since vanilla, I've been playing World of Warcraft.
I don't have a twisty mustache, but I'm going to pretend I do.
Here, you can twist mine.
Since vanilla.
We've been playing World of Warcraft, and it's something that we enjoy a lot, so we definitely want to touch up more on it, talk about it a lot, do week-by-week things of what's changed, if anything's different. You know, we would like to get more in-depth about, you know, raids. Yeah. You know, show you things that we've experienced. PvP. The PvP. Hopefully going to be her. But, yeah, you know, guys,
thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
This is our, basically, let's discuss
World of Warcraft.
Draenor.
Yeah, you know.
You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We just have a quick question to throw out to you guys. What do you think is good, bad, or ugly about Warlords of Draenor?
What did you enjoy the most? What did you dislike the most? What parts of your garrisons did you enjoy the most about it? You know, did you like the stables? Did you like the mining? What did you think about Professions' expansion? Yes. That's another touchy subject that I think we should touch up on next week.
Definitely,
because Professions have been something that's been on the up and up with certain people. But yeah, you know, let us know what you guys think.
We like to hear from you, so definitely post down below. If you like what you see, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, we love comments, and we love to hear from you, so leave your comments.
Yeah, let us know.
Below. I'll leave the links for both of our Twitters, our blog, and our Facebook account. Alrighty, guys.
I'm Caesar.
I'm Chris. Keep it 8-bit, baby.
See you in the next one.
Bye. Bye.